What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I am unsure on Chivalry 2, in terms of unsure of if I should buy it or not. Now, this is a new series. We started a few days ago, and just coincidentally, I've kind of done a video every day. But I talked about Ratchet & Clank, I talked about Final Fantasy VII, and now I'm talking about Chivalry, and I want to do something where it's just kind of my thought process of the game right before it comes out, right? Am I going to buy it? Am I not going to buy it? Like, for sure? Am I unsure about it? It's something I wanted to try out on the channel, see if you guys liked it. If you don't like it, definitely let me know, and I'll stop making them. If you guys do like it, I can definitely do it more often. But I wanted to try and get some different examples. So like Chivalry, I think, is a really good example because I get to talk about the beta. So I did play the beta last week, and don't take, again, like the title is like I'm unsure about the game. I actually really liked what I played, and I want to talk about that throughout this video, but I'm just unsure about the price, about the content, and this is very much an opportunity for you guys. If you want to convince me to buy it or convince me to not buy it, definitely an opportunity for you guys to do that in the comments. So it's again, new series I'm trying to work out, see if you guys like it. As always, if you haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turn on, give this video a like. Definitely helps YouTube out, push this video further than it would if you guys didn't do that. And let's just jump in. So again, like for Chivalry fans, and I do think there's a lot of them, and I also do think there's people that kind of pick on the game, and that's okay too. I mean, wherever you stand, I completely respect, as long as there's no threatening or crossing lines of certain rules. You could think whatever you want and let me know in the comments. But I actually really enjoyed the beta for this game. So I live streamed it. If you guys want to watch that, that was I think like a little bit more than a week ago. I actually live streamed it for like an hour. Had a lot of fun. I was pretty terrible at it. I played it more over that weekend, that like the 28th, 29th, 30th. I played it quite a bit, and by the end of it, I was, when I first played, I would be like bottom 5 on my team every single time. I'd be literally a weakness to the team. Towards the end, I was always in the top 7, top 8. One time I was like top 3. So I actually got, I would say, relatively good. So again, like, don't take it the wrong way. I actually loved the beta. I had a lot of, well, loved is tough. I had a lot of fun with the beta. So the reasoning why I'm unsure about Chivalry is really two things. One thing you could argue is kind of stupid and maybe shouldn't be included in the video, but we're about honesty. We're about you guys knowing me as a person, and me just being a real person, not hiding things, is money. And let's not kid ourselves. When games come out and they come out too close to each other, or two games come out in the same week or whatever, I mean, money doesn't grow on trees. People buy these games, okay? So you need money. So I do think money and the placement of when the games come out is actually a big factor if people buy it. If the game comes out in July when there's 0 games out, it may do better than if it comes out in June with, 2 games in the same week. So the first reason why I'm unsure about it is, yes, it's only $40, 40 US, so you can convert it, whichever currency that you're in, but it's 40 US dollars. I don't think that's a lot. I don't think that's too much for the kind of game that this is. Maybe 30 should have been the price, but who am I to, I'm not the developers. I'm not one really to judge. They have to make their money. I'm not going to demand, you need to make this game $20 or nobody's going to buy it. No, I think $40 is fair. It's somewhere in that $30 to $40 range. But the issue is, Final Fantasy VII Intergrade comes out literally on Thursday. Okay, this game comes out on Tuesday. That comes out on Thursday, which you get for free if you've already bought it on PS4. But then the Yuffie DLC is an extra $20. Okay, Friday is Ratchet & Clank. We just went through May with Resident Evil, and Returnal was technically April 30th. But there's been a lot of games and Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which a lot of people are still going through because it's 3 big games. There's been a lot of games in the last 6 weeks. There's probably been 4 or 5 really big, almost like Game of the Year contenders. There's probably been like 4 of them or 3 of them that have released just in the last month and a half. So just from money-wise, in terms of me as a person, and you guys let me know your financial situation if you want in the comments, the money thing is tough, because I did buy Final Fantasy, so I am going to get it for free, but I have to, put down the $20 for the Yuffie DLC, and then on Friday, the day after, I have to put $70 down for Ratchet & Clank. So that's $90 in a week, then you add $40 for Chivalry 2. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, more of like the game, is I'm just unsure of how long I'll like it. How long I will respect it is a tough way of saying it, and maybe I shouldn't have thrown that in, but I think you guys understand. I don't write a script. I just kind of throw words out there. I try to convey how I feel. So, like, Knockout City came out. Okay, that was that EA dodgeball game, and I adore that game. Now, it turns out I didn't buy it, so I played it for that 10-day free trial, which by the way was incredible, and actually EA did a really good job with letting people do that. I got to like level 44 or rank 44. I played that game probably for like 30 hours. I played it too much, where I should have played other games, but it actually, like, I liked doing it because the first couple days I was like, am I going to like this game, or is this game going to stay around as the days go on? Now, the player base, I don't know. The game may die off, but in terms of my enjoyment for it, it didn't die off. The issue with Chivalry, which you could say is a stupid issue, is they charge money. Like, I don't want you guys to see me as like an idiot or somebody who like doesn't understand how things work. I get that you need to charge money, and I guess maybe on the opposite side, maybe you want all these games to be free, and I guess that's fair to want them. But I mean, flat out, the game's $40. I don't know if the player base holds. That's obviously one thing for any multiplayer game. Now, some games are more of a guarantee than others to keep the following around it, okay? Games like Battlefield and Call of Duty and even like Battlefront, like certain games, they're going to have people playing it for even years after, where you're always going to find people. But then you have a game like even Destruction All-Stars, right? That game came out in February. They're adding bots to the game to fill in for players because not enough people are playing it at certain times of the day. So like a game like that, they literally don't have enough people to populate their server. So that is an issue. And Chivalry, in a good way, you can play up to 64 players. There's matches where you can be 32 versus 32, which I love. I adore that. I mean, the more the merrier. I get that it's actually kind of hard for games to do it, but I absolutely love that. But then if you start going into 64-player matches and it's like 20v20, that's an issue. And then on the other side of things, there's your personal enjoyment for the game. I mean, just flat out, in terms of me. So this is all my opinion. Like, this entire video is, not to be selfish, but this entire video is about me and how I see like the specific game or movie that I'm talking about. Like, again, Knockout City proved to me that, no, I actually did enjoy it, and it didn't get old throughout 10 days. Now, maybe it does on day 15, maybe it does on day 16, but it didn't throughout those 10 days. Chivalry, I don't know. Would I be able to play that game more than 4 days straight? I'll be honest, while I did enjoy thoroughly the beta, and while I noticed myself getting better, so there is like a learning curve that as you continue to grow, or as you continue to play, you do actually get better as a player, I still just had a sense where it's like, I don't know if this is a kind of game that I could play daily over and over and over again, because at some point, like, yes, I'm sure the beta didn't include all the maps or all the weapons or all, this or that, okay? It didn't include everything. But at the same time, you can only do so much. Like, there's only, and I guess, again, like Knockout City, you can only throw a ball, and you can only do it so many ways. For Honor, there's only so many fighting moves, or even any fighting game in general. There's only so many ways you can move your character. So, like, there's that. But there's also only so many objectives. So, like, you have Team Deathmatch. I mean, it's just, it really comes down to preference. There are some people, I'm sure, that could play Team Deathmatch in any game. They could pick a multiplayer game, and they could play Team Deathmatch on it for months and months and months, and they could do it daily. There are those people that exist, and I'm sure there'll be those people for Chivalry. And I'm not even saying that the game may fall. I actually think maybe the game actually holds itself. Just personally, for me, I don't know if there's enough in this game. And that's a question for you guys. Maybe you guys know something that I don't know. I don't know if there's enough with maps, with now classes. Obviously, I have nothing really wrong with only having 4 classes, because you have you really have subsets of the classes. You also have that you can level them up and pick different weapons and all that stuff. So the classes are fine. It's really maps, it's really objectives, and then it's just the fun of going in, swinging your sword or your axe or shooting arrows. Like, how long can that last while being fun? And in my personal opinion, combined with price that I spending $90 versus spending $130 in a week. Secondly is placement. So like, it comes out again 2 days before Final Fantasy, 3 days before Ratchet and Clank. Then there's E3. Then there's a lull. So maybe you would want to do it like late June. So combined with that, and then combined with, would I play this game daily? You know what I mean? That's really, to me, the things that are stopping me from guaranteeing that I would put down the money for it. So again, maybe nobody cares. Maybe nobody even watched this, okay? But let me know in the comments below, guys, what you think. Are you going to get the game? Are you on the fence? Are you not going to get the game? Anything that I don't know that I should know? Let me know. Let me know if you guys liked this kind of series in general. I can definitely do more of it, or I can completely stop if that's what people want, okay? Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon, hit the like button. All those things very much help the video out, help spread it, get more people to watch it. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all on the next video.